vinegar. Is that a cat? Do I have a cat? I got a tiny baby. That's stuff. Janky, what's going on here? Hold up. Hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. Yeah, I guess that looks mostly correct. Hold up, we're about to get giant me. Big me! Yeah, that's correct. Alright. It's a correct. How am I feeling? I'm feeling fine. Better than I was previously. Except that right before this, I inhaled vinegar because I made myself like a little snack plate. Because I was like, ooh, I kind of munchy. And on this plate was a pickle, as well as some pickled okra. And I inhaled that right before I got on stream, and it got my throat, and I'm dying now. So other than that, I'm doing okay. You'll have to deal with me with snacks, so I apologize. How's it going, everybody? We're back with some Wild Arms 3. I did some stuff. We did some stuff. We can check our... It's always hard to be like, how much stuff did we did? How much stuff did we did? But we can check our little saves to see. We got a couple levels. I did a little bit of grinding. It's always weird to me because the time goes up so far, but we really did not grind that much. I spent, again, maybe like 20-30 minutes. Got a few levels on some people, though. Really, I wasn't grinding for levels. I was grinding for items. So specifically, we did pretty good in that regard. You can see our fire, ice, and earth rings are up, but more importantly, we got a couple more wind rings, we refilled our stock of water rings, and I actually left the dissection facility and went back to Philadelphia because I found that there were thunder rings there. So we got a couple of those, along with, I think miscellaneously, we also got a bunch of blue bracers, which prevent paralysis. And we got a bunch of amulets that do status guard. Again, we didn't really care about those. We were just after some thunder rings, so we got that going. Did a little bit of what I talked about. We didn't really go regrind our money or any of that stuff, but I don't really feel like we need to. I don't really think we need to. So yeah. That's where we're at. So, tonight, I have a generalized plan. A different concept. Did I get the ambrosia back that I lost? No. And I never will. It's gone forever. Never to be seen again. So I have a little bit of a plan tonight. First and foremost, we're just going to fly over to our garden real quick to check up on our items. Because again, did that grind session, which means that we should have a decent little harvest going on over here. Oh, yes. Many mega berries and full carrots. We should be able to full do. Breeding. Hell yeah, we should be able to max everything out this time. Well, it's always weird, right? Because the way it works is every time you fill up enough points to trigger a breeding or a growth of that item isn't a guarantee that you get that item. Instead, you get the percentage checks. So as you are breeding the items up and the percentage gets higher and higher, you get those checks more and more successfully, which means you go from like, I just spent 3 hours grinding and I got 2 mega berries because even though I filled out the growth bar hundreds of times during that, I only have like a 1 or 2% to get any of them. and then you get up to like a 20%, and you're like, okay, I'm starting to get a couple, and then you go up to like a 50%, and you're like, okay, I'm getting a shit ton. Let's fucking go, right? So it's a really interesting system. I actually quite like the way they do the breeding, the harvesting, etc. It honestly feels pretty solid. There could be like more stuff going on, but it's pretty good. Almost done, I think. 100%! Currently stuck using hotel Wi-Fi? Ooh. Have fun with that. Almost there. Hey! That's it. I'd like to repay you for your kindness. It isn't much, but please take this. Another X-File key! Nice. Okay. Alright. Our gardening is all maxed the fuck out. We've grinded up a fair assortment of resistance things. We bought the Kraken last time, so we have the Comet Mark now. I think we need to figure out our final setup in regards to the concept of what are we doing with Virginia? Are we comet marking Virginia? And the answer is probably yes. And in comet marking Virginia, are we going to try to, like, whole hog it? Or are we going to try to, you know, muddle around with it? So I think we're going to experiment a little bit here. We're going to head into Baskar, and we're going to save. And then I think we're going to head outside, and we're going to save state. So this is really a safety save, right? And we'll save state just to be faster about things. But then we kind of want to noodle around with some shit real quick. So we're going to save state. We are going to use... what do we got? Do we have any free slots anywhere? Lustjaw, maybe? We got plenty of free slots here. We're gonna comment mark here. Uh-huh. Alright, sweet. Turn that off. We're gonna play this like we normally would. We're going to Mystic a mini carrot. gonna shield. We're gonna... Oh, no, we want him to just go ahead and start attacking. We're gonna hyper. We're gonna extension that slot. Okay. I think we're just gonna fucking go. Yeah, I think we're gonna Gatling this guy. Keep shooting that guy. We'll hyper jet, because I don't think the hyper really matters on the other side. And we'll just do a permanence. Okay, let's see. The goal here is we're trying to see kind of a ballpark of what we're looking at with Virginia. Pretty decent. We didn't turn it on. All right. We're speeding through this. We didn't turn it on. It was not helpful if we don't turn it on. Why am I doing it this way? Why am I doing it the difficult way? What is wrong with me? My brain sometimes my brain, y'all. We're just gonna pull Carrot. And just defend with everyone real quick. Ignore me and my silliness. I simply do not have enough cheese inside of me right now. That's the problem. And now... Okay, so... Where's it at? Aha! Okay. Right. I forgot. It takes... fucking... everything. It takes... so much. Probably don't... Alright, that's enough. 40 fucking points! Alright, okay. Gatling. No. Look through this real quick, okay. Gatling! Now let's see how it works. Okay. That, I don't think that actually counts. I don't think that actually counts. Is it for the whole fight? Alright. We're gonna check. Does it seems like it just keeps raising. It seems like it just keeps raising. No. This doesn't matter. We're gonna reset all of this. It's irrelevant. It's all irrelevant. It's all irrelevant. Okay. I think we fucked the experiment up. I don't think that actually. Oh well, we did want that one actually. We don't want that one. Okay. Like this. A full carrot from the very beginning. Because none of this sticks, so we don't actually care about, like, winning or whatever. We just want to see, like, how does the out-and-out damage perform immediately. Gatling. Second guy. Keep shooting that guy. Whatever permanence. Okay, Gatling. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So, high 2000s, high 2000s to around 3000, right? Like 2800 to 3000 is what we're looking at there. No. That's good. That's quite good. I just know that that's gonna go up. I just don't know how much it's gonna go up. Okay. No, literally no other prep work doing. Not doing anything else. It's on Lustjaw, right? So if we take a look at Virginia's attack power right now, it's 184. We are going to take these two off. I don't even care right now. 184 up to 360. So almost doubled by putting those two on. Okay. Alright, we're gonna Mystic a full carrot. This is the problem, is now Hyper's on her. Oh, I can do this, because this doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna do a quick little thing. We'll do, oh, no. How do I want to do that, then? Mystic a full carrot. Attack Hyper Virginia. Extension stat slot. Alright, and now we're going to redo that. And we're going to Gatling this guy, keep shooting that guy. Let's start shooting this guy. Permanence. Extension permanence. Alright, Gatling with. That's a pretty noticeable difference. That's a pretty big difference. That's a pretty big difference. That's a solid improvement. That's hard to argue with. That's quite challenging to argue with. Yeah. Yeah, there was a 7,500 in there. Absolutely. Huh. Okay. 36 there. And we're gonna do another test. Is on Terror Roar, right? Oh, it doesn't. Right, it doesn't matter, I remember. Well, if that's the case, we'll just have him do it. Because we can't... I remember we can't cheat it. If he does it without... You have to do it like every other, basically. He can't... If he has less than Gatling it and do the finest arts without being at 100 on that turn. Okay, so we did like 36,000 on that one. And I like this game. It's a good game. It's got some fun stuff going on. It's got some neat things happening. I do think it's like it shows its age in that. Oops, tiny, you're balling. In that there could be more there. There could be like more diversity. There could be like some more interesting interactions, right? Like, but generally speaking, it's a good game. It's a good game. I do not like the fucking gear. I do not like the way the gear works. I do not like this situation where it's like, okay, you want optimal damage out of Comet? You need to prep this way, and then you need to swap the Guardians that you have invoked on Virginia to these Guardians before you Gatling with her. Oh, but also, if you want to finest arts with someone like Clive, you need to swap these Guardians that you have invoked over to him before you do the fight. Because there's no fucking way to balance the fucking things. Why must you be this way? At the end of the day, it's kind of a I don't like the way the gear works. I love the potential fluidity of the system. I love this concept that, oh, in the right fight, what I need to do is I need to swap these things over to Gallows because the enemy we're fighting, there's a bunch of them. They're decently resistant to physical attacks, or there's just so many of them and they all have so much HP that it's gonna take a long time to just try to shoot them down. So the best play is to swap over these Guardians onto Gallows with these specific personal skills equipped, blah 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 blah, and then unload on them with weakness enhanced fucking summons that is gonna obliterate all of them instantaneously. I love that concept. I love it. That's cool. Because then you can be like, oh, but on this guy, it's a single guy with a lot of HP, no elemental weakness. You're gonna have to gun him down. Okay. Clive, finest starts. Go. Right? I hate, and I get that it isn't something you probably have to worry about. Like, the game has the resources there that you probably do not have to worry about this. But I hate this mentality in my head where it's like, oh, but wait. Unless you have some of these super rare gear that covers a lot of specific things, swapping these pieces around is going to make this person vulnerable to this, or you're going to lose this set of stuff over here. And it's actually fine, right? Because you don't actually need all of the skills every time. But in my head, I'm like, I want the gold thing on everybody, and I want the initiative thing on or the not being ambushed thing on everybody, and I want this thing on everybody, and I want to protect everyone from this stuff. And it's like, yeah, but you really only need... Yeah, but you lose the fucking gear each time. I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I would actually be okay. I would be more than okay. I would be happier if the gear was rarer, right? Because we've shown, right, that if you find the right motherfuckers, you can just farm a shit ton of X gear in a very short amount of time. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like. Okay, I would rather the game make it harder to get this gear, rare to get the gear, and have it applied to the character rather than the Guardians. That way I'm not, oh, well, I use this gear on these sets of Guardians, but when I'm swapping these Guardians around to other people for other situations, this character is now losing the benefits of the gear that I had originally designed for them. Because it just, even if, and I realize this is probably, more than anything, this is probably a mental hang-up on my part. Because it's like, realistically, what's the issue? Oh, you go into a boss fight, you set up knowing that you're gonna swap to do this thing. So you're fine. You set up, you cover all your weaknesses, and you're fine. But in my head, I just really do not like the design concept of, okay, yeah, I know, I have the extra things, I'm not overriding anything that's super, necessary. Like, I'm not getting rid of Violators, I'm not getting rid of Comets, right? You just don't move the Guardians ever, simple. But if you don't move the Guardians, you really lose. I honestly, I think moving the Guardians around is one of the cooler aspects of the game. I think it's super neat that mid-battle, you can be like, oh, I'm gonna swap my Guardian setup real quick so that this person can take advantage of this thing. Oh, I want to blanket everyone with this buff. Let me swap this Guardian over to Gallows so he can extension everyone with the buff, right? Oh, this guy is weak to this thing, but that element is on fucking Jet, so he's not gonna do much of any damage, even if he were to take advantage of the weakness. Swap this over to Virginia or Gallows, right? And unload with it, right? That type of stuff is super cool to me. I think that's very neat. But the system, even though it really doesn't punish you that hard, it does create this weirdness in my brain where I'm like, this doesn't feel right. I don't like that I'm having to, like, lose pieces of gear that I tried, that I worked to find. I would rather the gear be rarer and it tied to the characters so that you set the characters up how you wanted them to, and then you could just continuously swap the Guardians around per the situation. But anyways, it's not like that, so I can't do anything about it. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna load state. We got. Oh, actually, hold up. There's one more thing that I want to do. One more testing concept that I want to do. Let me fix this real quick. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Okay, I want to see with those equipped, but without hyper. I want to see how much does hyper really matter in that situation. So we're gonna Mystic, Full Carrot. I really don't care about anything else that's happening. I'm gonna status lock and permanence just to protect us, but I'm not even gonna bother attacking because I don't think we're even gonna finish this fight. I just want to get a Gatling off. Sans hyper. No hyper involved. So that I can just see how does it feel. Okay. Gatling. No hyper. It makes a difference. It absolutely does make a difference. I mean, really, that was about midway between the others. So, okay. We've got our answer. Hyper makes a difference. And Fiery Rage and Brave Seal absolutely make a difference as well. Shit. Like, shit. Ho-hum. Hum-ho. Doesn't make me feel good about any of this. Right? Like, none of this makes me feel good about anything. Because what we're trying to do right now is I'm trying to figure out how do I want to set this. I'm trying not to just use some sort of fucking guide that says here is how you set up your this Guardian gets these skills, this Guardian gets these skills, this Guardian gets these skills, and this Guardian gets these skills. None of the skills on the other Guardians really matter that much. Put whatever you want on them, and that way when you swap these 4 Guardians around, the appropriate skill is on the appropriate person for the appropriate moment. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. It's one thing to look things up. It's one thing to, like, look up the stuff. I'm not honor bound. No, I'm not honor bound. I just don't want it handed to me. Right? Like, I don't mind looking up information like, hey, fucking this guy drops this thing if you want to farm it. Cool, great, fine, whatever. I don't mind looking up, this is where this location is. Cool, great, fine, whatever. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna find it eventually anyways, right? I don't mind that stuff. But to me, right, like, the fun of playing a game like this, aside from, like, the experiences of the characters in the story, the fun of the game is figuring out how to beat X or build Y in order to beat X, right? Like, that's the fun. So I don't want to just be like, oh, well, here's the exact way to build this thing, so cool, done. I'm trying to avoid that. And we've mostly done that, right? Like, the way we've kind of, like, designed people. I think probably the thing at the end of the day is we're probably still running, like, arms-wise, we're probably doing the same thing that pretty much everyone does. But getting there mostly ourselves is part of the fun of it. So part of what I'm starting to think here, right, is that at the end of the day, when we do something, because we're only going to be Gatlinging, Comet Mark Gatling with Virginia, could work the majority of the time, just solo, but really it does the most damage if she's at 100%, because we don't care about, like, miscellaneous enemies that much, right? We care about bosses. Right. I suppose. So, the thing is I think the key is Fiery Rage and Brave Seal, right? So who is that? Morgalt. And it's so weird to me that their names aren't here. Right? Like that it's no longer Morgalt, it's Fiery Rage, right? So I think the key is Fiery Rage and Brave Seal, and basically the idea of those are the ones that really add the damage, even on like Finest Arts. We saw, right? Finest Arts, we used it with Clive. Finest Arts did like without having Fiery Rage / Brave Seal, it did like 56,000 something. With the two of them, it did basically double that, right? Same thing for Virginia. Without them, the Comet Mark was doing about 3k. With them, it was doing 6 to 7k, right? So, and Hyper definitely made a difference as well. We didn't test it with the Finest Arts, but presumably it's going to make a difference. It definitely made a difference on the Comet Mark side of things. So really, to me, that indicates that we're gonna need to swap things around to make the most out of each thing. So it's like, when Virginia is at 100, right? I say that, but really, probably what the setup is if we really want it to be a thing. Like, if we're not doing Elemental, we're probably putting Fiery Rage and Brave Seal on Virginia when she's at 100, and then Gatlining for Comet Mark. At the same time, right? Clive should probably already be at 0, having Finest Arts, so that we're basically just swapping turns back and forth, right? Like, the turn that Virginia does Gatling for Comet Mark is the turn that Clive has no fucking FP because he's already fucking done his thing, so he uses a full carrot on himself so that the next turn we can swap Fiery Rage and Brave Seal back to him and he can find his darts, and that is the turn that Virginia is using a full carrot on herself. Like, if we're going for maximum damage, that's probably the route. And at the same time, Jet and Gallows are probably just kicking rocks at this point. That sounds bad, but that's probably what they're doing if we're really worried about like maximum damage. Which means that if we're doing that, then it makes sense that Brave Seal and Fiery Rage are holding the damage items. So what are they holding right now? Fiery Rage is holding a bunch of status effect shit, which we don't care about, and Bullet Clip, which we actually don't really care about either. Because we don't want to reload on Clive if we're doing Finest Arts. And we could reload on Virginia. I guess technically the interesting thing with Virginia is because we can't really do this with Clive because he goes last. The interesting thing with Virginia, because she goes first, is that we could have her Gatling, and if she has auto reload, and we could have her Gatling, and on the same turn we could have someone like Gallows full carrot her. So she Gatlings, she's at 0 FP, it's Gallows' turn, he full carrots her, she's back up to 100 FP. If auto reload triggers, she can just Gatling again the very next turn. So that actually could be useful. But doing that, if we're trying to do this cycle back and forth between Virginia and Clive, isn't gonna be helpful because it would just be wasted points at that point. What do we have on Brave Seal? We barely have anything on Brave, except we do have a Weather Vane. So we put one of our Eagle Eyes on. So here's the other thing. I think what I'm thinking about now, kind of the way we can help design this, is that realistically, probably what we do is we put the important damage things on Fiery Rage and Brave Seal, and then we try to just have at least one Guardian that we plan on staying on each character the vast majority of the time. Sometimes they can come off, right, like special situations, but the majority of the time, this character keeps this thing, right? And that, I think, is probably the way we maximize damage. Realistically, too, Lucky Hand is should probably be in there for the... No, because it doesn't have... Who has crit? It's Fiery Rage has crit. That's what... Okay. The Lucky Hand's fine. Put FP save on there. Jesus. Ay. Bad utilization of skill. Because, again, if we could put equipment on characters rather than on fucking mediums, I think that's the play. I think the play is to put stuff like, for example, on Brave Seal, to put stuff like Comet Mark on there, put stuff like AP ammo on there, to put stuff like Gunstar Sign on there, with the concept being that the damage increasing personal skills get passed around on the mediums that are actually attached to the people when they are going to be doing the damage. And then all the rest of the time, it's just whatever, right? So it's this concept of, like, arbitrarily, I'm just gonna say Moonspark always, probably not actually, but Moonspark always stays on Virginia, and Terra Roar always stays on Clive, and Gale Claw always stays on Jet, and Hope Shard always stays on Gallows, with the concept being that what we do is we load up those particular things with the, if at all possible, we really want everyone to have X. We really want everyone to have Y. We really want, right? I think that's the generalized play. But I will also say, I don't think we're there yet. Because we can't really... A lot of the gear that is, like, really powerful gear, you can't really farm until you get into the Abyss further. And we could probably start delving further into the Abyss if we're trying to do something. The funny thing is I'm talking about all this shit. I don't even need any of this. I literally do not need any of this. Unless we're thinking about doing, like, big secret bosses, like 100%ing the game. I'm 900% sure we are strong enough we could just do the rest of the story without even breaking sweat. In fact, that's probably what we're doing the rest of tonight, is we're probably just progressing story the rest of the night, because I don't want to keep grinding / farming / collecting gear / setting things up, and then have the story be complete and utter chump change, which it probably is already about there. So anyways, I may have complicated things more than they needed to be complicated. So yeah, there's that. Too late. Me, I just feel so bad committing the concept. So bad committing to the concept. Do something real quick. I'll put this here. I just want to test something real fast. I know, like, 900%, it's not gonna be... Ah, fuck. Fucking auto. Alright, Mystic, a goddamn full carrot. Hyper oneself, extension status lock. Defend, extension, permanence. And defend. Oh, how does Jet do? It's fine. It's not. I'm an idiot. Why do I do this to myself? Not fine. I mean, it's fine, but it's not fine because it wasn't fucking on. That's his normal. Alright. Fucking Crikey. Crikey, mate! And I don't care. Give me the stuff. Where's it at? There we go. Now, how does he actually do? Pretty good. It's not as good as what Virginia does, but it's pretty good. Not as good as what Virginia does because Virginia gets so many damn hits, but it's pretty good. Point I'm trying to make there is so in my head I'm sitting here going, okay, if we put something like Comet Mark on Brave Seal, but we don't normally have Brave Seal on Jet, is it just a waste, right? Could we just move Brave Seal over to Virginia all the time? Right? I love how many times it sounds like his SMG hits, but it's actually just 4. Yeah. Yeah. It does feel weird, right? It feels strange to me that Virginia's the one that gets the giant Gatling. I mean, Jet is the one you can build second best on Gatling, but just because of the way the thresholds work is you can never get his hits up as high as Virginia's pistols, and it's a machine gun. Like, I feel like they swapped. They kind of swapped the things. Anyways, so that does feel to me like we could have Brave Seal on Jet. I still don't know that that's necessarily like what we would want to do. But I feel better, actually better, about just leaving Comet on Brave Seal. We're gonna load state. Because I don't want to use the carrots, basically. We got 34 carrots. So I think that's going to be the play. I think we're going to put stuff like Comet Mark, AP Ammo, Gunstar Sign on Brave Seal. And I think probably for big fights, assuming we go that route, right? The plan is going to be to have Brave Seal and Fiery Rage get swapped onto Virginia's at 100 FP, swap those onto Virginia, she Gatlings. Clive's at 100 FP, we swap those to Clive, he finest arts, right? I think that's the play. And I also think probably what we're going to do is we're probably going to start swapping Brave Seal over to Gallows at the start of most fights in order to hyper everyone. And then the other play, likely, is going to be to try to have something, some skill on each person, basically, that is the, hey, this, or not skill, medium on each person that is like, hey, this is the one that we leave on that person 99% of the time. So when Brave Seal and Fiery Rage get swapped onto Virginia, which is the one that stays on her? And that one is the one that we can try to make sure has important things for that fight, but also probably in general. Like, this one has the resistance to this particular enemy's big thing. Because that's going to be a big part of, like, surviving some of these late game fights, is making sure I don't get shit screwed up when I'm swapping things around. If I'm only swapping between two people, if I'm only swapping between Virginia and Clive, like Brave Seal and Fiery Rage back and forth between those two, honestly, that probably will not be that hard to pull off. But it will be something we'll have to be cognizant. And we've kind of already locked in Terra Roar on Clive because we put Violator on there. And while we can find more Violators in the Abyss, that may never happen unless we are actively attempting to. So. Okay, fuck it. Let's fucking do it. Top mark. Definitely AP ammo. Hate that we're about to lose a Weather Vane. I'm gonna get rid of a Fire Ring instead for right now. But, so here's the thing. Increases the chance of a critical hit. So we have crit hit there. What is Fiery Rage? It is crit hit. So crit hit doesn't matter. Crit hit does not matter if we're swapping that back and forth. Because if we're swapping Fiery Rage and Brave Seal back and forth between Virginia, we don't need to put crit hit on to one of them because it's already gonna, we don't need to put critical hit on Brave Seal because it's already gonna be there. So we could actually put critical hit on like Lucky Hand or something like that. Makes sense to me. Is the chance of a critical hit. Maybe we want to just like, we're not really keeping Jet in the running, but you know. We're kind of trying to keep Jet in the running. Bum, bum, bum. We don't need FP save on him, do we? Really? We would love to have AP. Once we get higher level, also obviously we'll have more points to play around with, and something like the 40 points for Comet Mark will not hurt as badly when we have 60 other points to play with. But right now, it kind of hurts a little bit. Alright, I have no idea if we just made a huge mistake there. I'm gonna save here. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna go with it. And I will double check this. Can we get Comet Mark on literally anything else? Or from literally anything else? Might not be able to. Alright. Okay, I just saved there. Save state here. Load state here. Just for my own sanity. I feel like I am overthinking this. Just for my own sanity, there's a Comet Mark. Yes. Come off over here. That is the save. And now we're gonna throw Comet Mark, AP ammo, then on Put on Lucky Hand? Oh, I was on Cosmic. Our sign. Okay. So, normally... Pop. Pop. So normally, we'll be running around with this on Jet. We need the extra boom boom damage. We will be swapping Fiery Rage and Brave Seal between Clive and Virginia. Alright, fun. It sounds like a plan. Okay, I think we're gonna try to progress some story now. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure we are already well past being strong enough to smash through the rest of the story. I did some stuff, by the way. I did not do any of our map uncovering. As you may note, the map is still very foggy. I say foggy. It's just got little black dots everywhere. Anyways, we're gonna go back to where you at? Ballack. We gotta look in the telescope so that we can continue the story. I'm so like I lack so much certainty, and I don't like it. If gear was just on people, I could just commit and be like, yeah, well, I want Comet Mark. I mean, Virginia's the one I want to be Comet marking, so boom, I'm putting it on Virginia. Doesn't matter what her meaning. Easy to miss, but you notice that the surrounding area shimmers with heat. The demon's floating base must be hidden there. High above the cradle of the Metal Gods. Also... Oh, it's just above the cradle of the Metal Gods? Well, that's... It didn't go anywhere? Well, okay then. I feel like we could have just figured that out by flying into it. Alright. Let's go see. Oh shit, where was it? Wait a damn second, isn't that the Cradle in the Metal Gods? That's a boring puzzle. Cradle of the Gods was over here, right? Yeah. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Oh, do I need to? No dice. Hmm. 99% sure that this is where this was. Wasn't it? Am I misremembering? Yeah, yeah. You like the airship theme? Are you talking about your airship theme? Am I going crazy here? You're talking about this one? I do like it. Alright, well, that doesn't seem to be giving us the results that we need. Huh. Well then. Oop. Yeah, I think... What's going on here? Our fucking sandy. Oh, that is just not stopping. Okay, hold up. Oh, hold up. Where's... Oh, we can't. We can't. Hold up. Hold up, hold up. Holla, holla, holla. Holla, holla. We can't. We can't. Right there. Save state. Or save, rather. It's very... It's whatever we did is real bad, and it won't... Something huge slides toward the sandcraft through the quicksand. Engaging evasive maneuvers to avoid incoming object. No. You know about this monster, and you're about to get a taste of its terror. Balal Quo Naga? Didn't we fight? I thought we beat Balal Quo Naga. Balal Quo Naga round 2? Oh shit. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, oh shit, it survived! It didn't survive. That was just Balal Quo Naga round 2. Oh! Okay. That's just a secret. Gotcha. Alright. That was just a secret. A lot of money, and an X-File key. We keep getting those. That's cool. A lot of money, a lot of experience. How many X-File keys do we have? Let's see them. Ah, we have 3. Alright, well, that was a fucking thing. That was not what we were trying to accomplish. Got distracted. Whoops. Ooh, I didn't like that. kind of flying around. Right to my head. Alright, it's not above Dimroot. Dimroot's how we got into over here. The map says it's here. It does not appear to be here. They said they were gonna stay away from us. Let's just fight one of these things. Maybe we gotta fight one of these things while we're over here. No, we're on fucking auto. Honestly, auto might be perfectly fine here. At 100 FP. Use your damn thingy. I didn't cancel. In my brain, I was like, it's canceled because I canceled the thing. I didn't cancel. Why am I bad? I'm bad because I'm bad, y'all. I'm mad because I'm bad. So we're using the gun. We're getting gunned. Lombardia is way fucking better than these fucking wyverns are. I gotta say that. Alright, okay. I'm gonna remember to not do the same damn thing. Out of battle. Oh! Entirely unnecessary. I mean, yeah, that works. Okay. Nothing happened. Alright. Go look at the walkthrough real quick. Walkthrough. How do I get here? How do I find the thing? Okay. Okay. Valkyries. They are here. Look through the telescope. We can now reach Deus Ex Machina. Okay. Cool. When you're all done, go to Deus Ex Machina. It has no set location. Okay. It appears in random spots on the world map. I've seen it near Laxus Land, Gunner's Heaven, and Caging Tower. So you have to fly around and look for it. If you use the telescope in Valkyries, you'll be able to find it, and it's pretty easy to spot. Look for a very wavy pattern somewhere in the sky. Then use Lombardia to fire missiles at it. Okay. Alright. Right. It's full on the Mana Fortress. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see if we can see any wavies. Have especially good, like, field of view. doing map stuff at the same time. Which isn't good because it means I'm not actually looking at the screen. I'm looking at... Aging tower, isn't it? This one? Okay, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Pretty obvious when you see it. Aha! They track. How much do they track? They try to track a lot. They are unsuccessful, and I do like how it gets less and less hazy each time you hit it. Nice. Alright. So we had the right idea about when I was just shooting above where the Cradle of the Metal Gods was, but it wasn't there. The wizardly stealth deployed around the Deus Ex Machina is gone. You can now infiltrate their base. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking go! I believe. I can't believe they just, like, exploded Melody. The growth level of the nanomachines have only now surpassed 70. Still need to buy a little more time for them to fully mature. Losing the Yggdrasil's generator has been quite a setback for us. The Yggdrasil system. Has the downloading procedure used to summon me ever been used before? No, sire. We are the only ones capable of performing the download. I see. The technology of Hyades cannot be applied by one who does not comprehend Hyades. Then who could it be? Could a human have analyzed Hyades? Could it have been someone else of my race? This is where the little purple-haired girl is gonna come in. Someone else's meddlesome hand is at play here, and I don't fucking know who. The only person I can guess is the purple-haired girl. If no other demons aside from myself were summoned, then that means this person descended to Filgaia by their own power through Hyades. Would that be possible? One must have their personal data stored within Hyades to do that. Is everything alright, sire? What would happen if someone of my ilk possessed the ability to exist within Hyades without supplying his personal data? Capable of concealing himself within Hyades by transmitting electrical signals through his own will. Or perhaps... We shootin'. Hey, we're here! We have arrived! Couldn't we have just landed normally? Hey, we're all in one piece, right? We're in one piece! Ew, what is that? If this really is the nanomachine plant, then it must be... nanomachine compounds, which threaten the life of Filgaia. We can't let Filgaia fall to this nasty, moldy little thing. Come on, everyone. Let's go. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. One thing we have learned through a lot of our backtracking is I need to be way more on the lookout for fucking breakable walls. Because holy shit, like, the vast majority of things that we missed was just like, oh, here's a crack in the wall that you're supposed to bomb. What the fuck? I'm not super threatened since I'm pretty sure we can just walk away. Speaking of bombs, I'll fight whatever's in here. I'm curious. Furious, what do we got? We got a Quox. 2 Bandersnatches. Holy shit, those guys are packing heat. Okay. Just gonna Gatling. See if that is enough. Oh, no! And everyone is sunk into him. Alright. That's a neat trick. That is quite a neat trick. It was just a Lionel from Zelda. Well, you know. Ah, well then. Well then. There, defense null proc. These guys are kind of thick. Okay. Right, hold that thought. We gonna actually treat this with a little bit of respect. What do we got going on here? We're going to analyze. No. If that's the case, we'll analyze this guy, see if he's while we are shooting. Are you weak to anything, sir? Weak to ice and earth. Okay. That's pretty good for us. Suppressed curse. Well, okay then. Refrigerate that one, shoot that one. Shoot that. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Alright, well that was interesting. Okay. Let me check this. Because now that we've done so much backtracking, I am much more interested in stuff. The Lippo. The Lippo has been dropped. How's it going, Jesse? Okay, Bandersnatch. Unknown. Jabberwock. Unknown. Fox. Unknown. Presumably, these enemies don't drop anything of note. Otherwise, it would probably be listed. But you never know. Wait. Oh, I'm at full. That's why. Do we need to go up there first? Calm down, game. I'm trying to look up here. Furious. I guess let's just go up there anyways. super suspicious of everything now. I probably should not be, but I'm just super suspicious of everything now. Okay. Can we freeze these? Maybe? Ah. Yes. And we thaw them. No. Alright. Well, we screwed ourselves over there. Alright. Initial concept on freezing. Good. That should be fine. That's enough. That's good enough. Oh, they do come back after a while. Okay, sweet. I suppose that's useful. Alright, looking for cracks. Looking for cracks. Consciously looking for cracks. Oh, fuck. We have a weakness on her? We do. Okay, sweet. Looking for cracks, looking for cracks. See no cracks. See no cracks! Alright, this room is exactly the same as that other one was. Make sure to look for secrets inside of secrets. Secrets inside of secrets! No! Such a being exists? Don't say things off screen, game! We called them dream demons. Dream demons. So demons inside your dreams. Yeah, that's kind of what that would indicate. The structure of the information library Hyades is like a sea of electrical signals. Motif stems from the domain of the mind, created by people's consciousness. The dream demons once said they can only exist inside the information library. However, these dream demons with no physical makeup can still exist within people's consciousness and even in their dreams. They're capable of making every possible sea of electric signals their own world where they exist. Then you think they may be inside the information library. You're not. They only exist within the sea of electrical signals, whereas I am here. They are not a threat to me. Except... This is going to be that purple here. Okay, so she's a dream demon? Very well, sire. My wish is to ride the starship Volgaia, searching the frontier for battle. Right now, it is the humans within with the Guardian's power that stand in my way. Eliminate the intruders at once. I like your big gauntlet hand. Oh, I heard that giggle. I heard that fucking giggle. Oh. It's Maya. We don't get to see this much. I wish we saw more shit like this, where it's like taking cover and like people shooting at each other. More Wild Westy. Y'all better be lucky. Y'all better be glad nobody pulled the fucking trigger. Thank goodness you're safe. Thanks for your concern, but I'm fit as a fiddle. So are you here to see me knock off the bad guy? No. I just wanted to return this to you. Hey, this is... Hey, the book! Awfully thoughtful of you. Simple thanks would have been nice, but we have more important things to worry about. If you're looking to fight them, I wouldn't mind helping. Why not? We could use your help, Maya. Yeah, I mean, How cool would it be to actually get them? That's not what's gonna happen, but how cool would it be to actually get them? I do actually want to do some of the fights here. I need to stop canceling. Use jet to see if there's any triggers here. Deus Ex Machina's main control panel. The Deus Ex Machina is controlled by the main panel. I feel like we're repeating information game, which is connected to the sub-panel. No way! That's it? That's it? Alright. I guess. I feel like we're about to fight something. The panel seems to be connected to that big one in the other room. Let's go back there. Are you shitting me? We'll operate the main panel. You guys play around with the sub-panel. Hurry along. But then, don't get me wrong, I haven't the slightest intention of making you guys into heroes. Or are you saying you want me to walk around this dingy, moldy, stinking place? Fine, watch our backs, but you guys be careful too. Okay, they're gonna stay here in the thing. Fair enough. I mean, look at the floor. I don't really want to be here with all the mold. The moldy nanomachines that are supposed to turn the world into demonhood. Yeah, that's supposed to be like nanomachine mold. Is what that is. Hello, can you hear me? I figured out the release code for the shutter, but the code is only valid for 10 seconds, so that's how long you have to put. I'll relay the code from here, so enter it quickly and precisely. Okay, are you ready? We're ready. God. I was inputting it, but I didn't. It wasn't started yet. You know how many nanomachines you've already have in you by now? It hardly matters. Oh, we're totally screwed. Totally screwed on the nanomachine front. Hey, it's our boy, Ariok! Zach, so this will be the 7th time we've fought him. I actually did get into one fight with him while I was grinding, because when I went from the dissection a dissection tower? I don't remember if it's tower or not. Or the dissection place to Philadelphia, he was in Philadelphia. So, this will be number 7 on the area fight. I wonder if we can just blast him. I mean, he's still pretty weak, so we'll see. Yes! The answer to that question is yes! He can still be just blasted. $28 and 56. So yeah, it feels like he's increasing the experience by 4 and the money by 8 every time. But there's gonna have to be a time period where that changes. Otherwise, the level 99 version of him is gonna be all but worthless. Okay, what are we trying to do here? Okay, we've got 3 big blocks and 1 smaller block. And we're gonna have to cover as much as possible. Gotcha. How much does this fit on? Oh, this only does 1 block? Oh, okay. Well, that's easy then. Ooh. Alright. Get my mighty gloves on. Oh, hold up. I can't. Oh, wow. Okay. I can only shove them? I can only shove them. Alright, that's still not really that much of a complication. Oh. I can only shove them. That is more of a complication. Ah. Because I can't get on the side of this to shove it to the right. Okay, hold that thought. Alright, hold that thought. Hold the thought, hold the thought. Means we're gonna have to have this one on the left side, because... Sometimes I'm not that bright. Sometimes my star shines very dimly. Sometimes it do be that way. I definitely messed it up in that particular regard. Get that guy out of the way. What are you doing, Jazzy? Jazzy, what are you doing? Why are you behind my stuff? Yatta! We did it. Ma'am. 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 No, ma'am. She says, but Papa... But Papa... No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We don't get on the computer. Huh? I was very sweet to her. I very gently picked her up and said, no, ma'am, and I gave her pets, and it was all very sweet. Okay. Watch me, I don't care. Oh. I didn't expect things to get faster. That's fun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Alright, that was a fun little puzzle. I appreciate that we're kind of like backtracking through some older, less used tools. Quite enjoyable. Oh! Auto attack must be some sort of Bosu! Fafnir. Alright. We can do a save state. And yeah, we'll probably just go about our normal business. Toss a mini. Start attacking. Do a hyper. Do a status lock. See how it goes. He looks pretty fucking cool. Contaminated crust. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Well, the thing. Hyper. Extension Valiant. Excuse me. I'm honestly not even fucking worried about this. Like, I'm gonna fucking mini her. And I'm gonna go ahead and just fucking... I doubt this guy lives through, like, a Finest Arts at all. But if he does, I doubt he lives through a Finest Arts and a Comet, so... We'll just Finest Arts him this turn, and fucking Comet his ass the next turn. And I'll just go ahead and fucking Gatling there as well. We'll do an extension permanence just in case this all goes south, though. We have our stuff on lock. Oh, he didn't even make it to the Finest Arts. Okay. Yeah, we're probably a little stronger than we need to be at this. Hey, duplicator. Nice. We're a little stronger than we probably need to be at this point in the game. Ah, well. Ah. Oh, are we hookshotting there? Hookshotting. I'm just gonna take that. Preemptive strike against the Jabberwolf. Let's analyze them. And also just shoot the shit out of them. Surely not everything is going to be like that Quox was. I'm sure it'll be fine. Weak to ice. Okay, so this place is a big ice place. Gotcha. I mean, that's pretty useful. Okay, they die fairly easily. Well, get refrigerated, I guess. Oops. Boomerang that. Okay. I love the music in Wild Arms games. What? You remember Cremate in this game made me happy how it looked? Yeah? I like the way that magic in this game looks, but I do wish... I miss how in Wild Arms 2... There. Because there's a little hop forward when you release. So if you're facing that way and you release, you're hopping slightly forward from where your shadow is. I miss how in Wild Arms 2, you ended up, like, you had magic at the beginning and then you ended up getting high magic, so everything kind of, like, escalated. I wish that there was some sort of escalation like that in the magic in this game. But there's not really, unfortunately. But I do like how most of it looks. This must be the heart of the nanomachine plant. Each one of these spores are the cancer cells that'll eat away at Filgaia. We can't let them carry out their plan. We'll just have to blow it up. Hello, Leehalt. If you blow up the plant, the nanomachines, although still premature, will scatter all over Filgaia. The growth rate of the nanomachines is currently at 74%, which equals the likelihood of them activating. There's a 74% chance the nanomachines will activate? For each nanomachine? Yeah, he said it. Of course. Precisely. Is the 26% survival rate worth blowing up the plant? As opposed to a 0% chance if we don't blow up the plant? Like, what are our alternatives here? Because, yeah, 26 isn't great, but if it's the only option that isn't 0, it's statistically much, much better. Personally speaking, I would rather you wait until the nanomachines have fully matured. Well, yeah, no shit. Thanks for the advice, but we'll decide what to do after we defeat you. Yeah, I'm down with that. Clearly, you have to cover the whole plant in a shield, then blow it up, and sacrifice someone. I mean, I could see that working. The terraforming brought on by nanomachines is the proper way to evolve. Oh! Ugh, I don't like this. I don't like that he has like a puppet body of Melody and Malik. We didn't see... As far as we know, Malik is still around. Why do you refuse to accept the true form of the planet's future? No one wants that kind of future. No one. Are you that certain? At the very least, our forefathers did. The Neo-Sapiens allowed nanomachines to evolve their mother planet. What? A long time ago, far, far away, existed the planet Terra, home of the Neo-Sapiens. Technology flourished by leaps and bounds, evolving the planet. The people of Terra were no exceptions to this evolution. Their desire for limitless power and everlasting life caused them to outstep the boundaries of living organisms by using nanomachines to merge with machines. Half organic, half machine? Indeed, our forefathers rode the immigrant ship to reach Filgaia. These Neo-Sapiens are the very demons that appear in folklore. No, I don't believe a word you say. I believe it, but it also doesn't matter. Like, that's the thing. It waited for you to respond. Yeah, you know. It do be that way sometimes. Alright, normal shits and giggles here, I suppose. Mini carrots. Go ahead and start shooting the Melody clone. Hyper. And extension Satislam. Just another mini carrot. Attack again. Do another hyper here. Mention a Valiant. Okay. Well, that's on this. So we'll just do a single mini carrot on her. Finest Arts should kill this Melody clone. We're gonna hyper jet before we extension permanence everyone. That'll do. Okay, what do we want to do now? I think what we'll do is I'm gonna swap some stuff around. Who has actually? Who has? Who has weakness? That's Lustjaw, right? Okay. I'm gonna take Lustjaw off. I'm gonna take Aqua Wisp off. Fiery Rage off. Shit. Which one is that? He's got... What, does he not have that at all? Oh, no, sorry, I'm thinking the wrong thing. He, shit. I can just check. It's, Weaken. Okay, so that's on... Okay, gotcha. You need to get rid of the middle one. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. Put Lust, Magic. Okay, they do both basically the same. That's better. Okay, Brave Seal. You're just taking extra stuff. Fiery Rage, Brave Seal. Take Hope Shard. Alright, we've got a plan. You are going to be Gatlining Leehalt. You actually need to redo... you are going to use a mini carrot on Clive. You are going to... I guess it doesn't matter right now. Does not... Oh. does matter, because I haven't fucking applied the goddamn points. See, this is the fucking thing that I hate. I like the concept, but I hate having to redo this, and if you had it on the characters, you wouldn't to. It would not be required. Critical hits and defense null. And auto reload could be cool if we could. Okay, we care about that. We don't care as much about any of the other things. We don't care as much about any of the other things. We care about weakness. That's the thing that we care about. Okay, sweet. Gatling, Lee Halt. Use a mini carrot. 5. Use weaken. Matters? We'll just do water for shits and giggles. So angry! I am so angry. I am so angry. Water elemental weakness added. He reloads. And a quick release here for a quick swap here. And everything else can stay the same. Personal skill. Critical hits, potentially. Defense null. None of the rest of the stuff matters, I don't think, because I don't think it applies, but we'll put it on anyways. And you are going to lock on. You are... I'm just gonna use another damn mini carrot just in case this doesn't kill. And then we will pressure. And pressure should do a lot of damage, because we have weakness and have hit him with weakened. We can get the Necronomicon, he'll do even more damage. Whop! 5,000 damage, pretty good. For magic, that's pretty good! Not as good as 10,000 damage. God damn it. Game. You don't believe me? Rather, you refuse to believe me, but think about it. How can people handle arms, weapons created by dragons and left behind by demons? We may be inferior to the demons, but by communicating our spirit to our half-flesh, half-machine bodies, we are able to synchronize a part of our body. Yeah, who the fuck cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? That's the fact of your information has never been the issue, Lee Halt. It's that your solution to the problem is to make things infinitely worse. I don't care if we are the descendants of Neo-Sapien, half machine, half organic, if there is blood in our history, if it's vile, blah, 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 demons, Neo-Sapiens, whatever. You are actively making the world a worse place, and your solution to the world already being a bad place is to say, well, fuck it. Demons can live in this environment, so let's just make everyone demons, everything demons, and this a full-on demon planet. It's like, it's the worst fucking solution to this problem. It's a solution to this problem, and it's the worst one. Because we are the spawn of demons. We possess a dormant agent inside us, the same one that demons have. In terms of species, humans and demons are similar, especially when it comes to the desire for conflict and war. I don't care, Lee Halt. Even if that's the truth, we're not the same. We don't have to be the same. One of the best things to learn about history is just because we did this thing 1,000 years ago doesn't mean we have to fucking do it now. Christ. We don't want any evolution brought on by nanomachines. I'm not against evolution brought on by nanomachines, but forcing it in a horrendous manner, not great. Just please end him. He is the worst. Melody and Malik at least got something going for them. Leehalt is just the worst. Limitless power, everlasting life. By accepting these, you become immune not only to your own pain, but to others as well. If you can't feel pain for others, you can't have love for others. I get what you're saying. Love. That is something Ekaterina would have said as well. But in a world without Ekaterina, such a word is unnecessary. Good. Good. Just stay down. I don't know that I trust that he stayed down. Maya, it's me. Can you hear me? We found the nanomachine plant, but we don't know how to shut it off. Any ideas? I'll have a look into it. No idea. Forget about shutting it off. Why don't you just blow it up? We can't do that. All the spores will scatter over Filgaia. But we've got to do something with the actual nanomachine program then. Her old man said something about me being the only one who can do this. But still. Oh! Oh! Instant. Hello. Access code. Jet, what was that? Is he a dream, demon? How the hell should I know? It was like this at Yggdrasil too. When I faced the system and communicated my spirit to handle the arm, this happened. Absorb all the nanomachines! Become the infinite demon! That would be just like edgy Jet to do. What did you just do? From what I can confirm here, the nanomachine program is being rewritten at an enormous pace. Ah, now I understand. You're that Filgaia sample. The model of the world created by Elliot Enduro, the android, Adam Cadman. It all makes perfect sense now. Hey, we get some Jet backstory! I couldn't tell you from the black model you carry, but it is the Argetlam you hold. Adam Cadman cannot wield the power of demons. Ah, so his gun is different. The Gaia sample, Adam Cadman. Are you talking about me? Then you know me too? I know you very well. We, the Council of Seven, in our efforts to rejuvenate the planet, first researched the makeup of Filgaia. We derived a hypothesis based on various perspectives. We called this the Filgaia hypothesis. Great. Googly moogly. Would we be able to prove this planet was a single life form? In order to test our theory, we created you, the Filgaia sample. In order to test your theory that the planet was a single organism, you made a boy? What? Huh? Even though the validity of our hypothesis was only confirmed when Asgard brought back Filgaia data of the past, to us, you were but a mere sample. You took on human form when we took up the challenge of playing God. However, to our colleague Elliot, much more than that. He lost his only son days ago, placed his son's figure over yours, and continued to raise you inside the sample pod. Up until the very moment of the Yggdrasil tragedy. Life was made from Filgaia? Please do not explain, because whatever hocus pocus mumbo jumbo you try to feed me, I'm just going to be like, okay, sure. Werner most likely rescued you from the sample pod during the accident. You were named after Elliot's son, created to withstand any environment and adapt. You were also bestowed with the Argetlam, was converted into an arm. You may use it as a terminal to link with the life force of Filgaia. While you were a baby growing in the life pods, we decided to make this SMG for you that isn't designed from any dragon/demonic parts, because we knew you, as a pure Filgaia sample, wouldn't be able to interface with those. But we knew you'd need a gun! What the fuck is this world? I swear to God. That pretty much summarizes your origin. Okay, your own personal data. You were able to install the original Filgaia data into the system to cause the Yeet Yourself function to crash. And now you rewrite the nanomachine program. Did Werner put you up to this? Does it really matter who? Next, I'll rewrite you myself. Let it. Have at it! How absurd. You wish to save the planet? You plan to act human just because you were created by one? What up? As opposed to what? You're just a puppet. Bitch! You are taking direct orders from a demon! What the fuck are you? Oh shit, he scattered his ass. Yo! If Jet can just get real mad at someone and scatter their asses, why the fuck are we not doing that more often? The nanomachines are terminated, thanks to the sample data. Don't call him that. He's Jet, and he's one of us. Okay. It does feel really weird that Clive would hear all of this and then just immediately start calling Jet sample data. What? I kind of feel like they use Clive as this weird mouthpiece in the game to say shit that Clive all the rest of the time would never say. Don't worry about it, I'm not bitter. I may be a creation, but I get by. Except for the fact that I don't have any memories of this planet like you do. Except you do have memories of the planet. You have memories of all the times past being out of your pod. Those are memories. You don't have memories of before that, sure. You don't have a memory of a childhood. Okay. You could be upset by that. But this fucking thing where I have no memories. Bitch, what did we eat for breakfast? What did we do yesterday? I guess it can't be helped. It's like I was finally completed soon after the accident. I've only been around for a few years. Like I lost my memory, I never had any to begin with. No matter how far I walk or where I look, I'll never find it. Filgaia sample of the past, the only memory I was granted the way Filgaia was at least. Well, like he said, this is absurd. Man, I don't know what it is, but I just feel so pissed off. Like I want to lay it on someone. You just scattered a man. You... I think you did it. The top dog is still around, right? Looks like I'm qualified to make him eat some lead. Come on, let's go. I want to leave this joint. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough, my man. Fair enough. Okay. And thus, the great unfucking. This is the problem of having to redo this shit over and over again. This system is so so close. It's so close to being cool and fluid and interesting and fun and dynamic, and it's so close it just trips at the finish line. Ay, 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 yava, habwa. So close. I really want that on. I really want that on. Other stuff is kind of whatever. I like Attack Blocker. Weakness is good. Definitely that. Definitely that. Definitely that. I just hit auto. I mean, that's pretty interesting. That's honestly not the worst thing. I might just start autoing. By auto. Give any of the stuff that... Oh. Oh, hold up. Okay, it actually does prioritize... It keeps the things that I've already put points into. Kind of interesting. So now... Okay, alright. Yeah, no, I don't hate that. Good enough. Check my handy dandy, make sure, or try to make sure I don't miss anything. Don't care about that. Okay. Alright. Doesn't look like I've missed anything. Alright. Whoa. What is this? Oh, that's fucking... That's the trap. That's totally a trap. Oh. Freeze it. Bomb it. Bomb it? Bomb it? Okay. Alright, it just took a lot of bombs. Understood. It just took a lot of bombs. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. That area seems to be locked by shutters as well. I'll read out the access code, but it's a little more complicated than before. Okay, here we go. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Oof. Not that bad. Not that bad. The information from the computer is correct. That conceited demon should be in that room. Be sure to take all precautions. He's able to use the teardrop to heal himself. Makes me so angry just remembering it. That teardrop was supposed to be mine. Might be a good idea to steal it from him before he can use it. You guys have any other tactics? Ooh. Yo, I can steal, baby! Alright, I'm down. You made it, my little spawn. No, we are not your spawn. We are the life forms that inhabit this planet. We are the children of Filgaia. Didn't we find out, actually, that we're not the children of Filgaia, and in point of fact, we kind of killed off the children of Filgaia? Think about it, my spawn. You possess the same agent as mine inside your body, and have the power to wield arms of dragons just like me. However, you are one of my inferior species who did not rank with warriors or knights. You are all descendants of those who were not granted the power of nanomachines. Only those with power are just... What? We're getting that point where late in an RPG where sometimes the verbiage just turns into gobbledygook. Our ethics may be the same. We take up arms and fight one another, but the difference is that I shall prevail. There's nothing different about what we do. But again, kind of... the dialogue is kind of turning into gobbledygook. It's not true. Oh, but it is. You and I are the same. We live, grow, rest, and die for battle. There's no distinction or boundary between you and I. If I must bring up one difference... you literally... we're the same. We're no different. Here's a difference. That your inferior forefathers chose to coexist with Filgaia. I am not one of them. Even if the planet itself tries to eliminate me, I shall use every ounce of my power to beat it down. For as long as I have power, I will bring Filgaia to its knees. Okay, just shoot this man. To walk hand in hand, and to live the best you can. Walk hand in hand, live the best you can. I got a tiny... Oh! That's not a tiny baby, that's a tiny Mickey. That's a tiny Mickey. Are you CB? Never on the back of my chair unless you're CB. Yes, sir. Just no, Papa. Leave me alone. I'm a tiny Mickey boy. Tiny Mickey boy. I won't let you make a mockery of life. Okay. Sweet. Alright! We got steal from him. Okay, we know how to do that. Any carrots. Just shoot him. Pickpocket. Status log. I feel like it's just guaranteed to happen because it's supposed to, you know. Somewhat cheated, actually. We're good. We're good. I'm gonna do another Mystic Mini Carrot. Oh, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna invoke. Release that. I'm gonna invoke so I can hyper. Siegfried ass looking ass mother. Precisely. Mini Carrot. Shoot. I mean, I guess just fucking... Mention Hyper. Soul Edge and everything, absolutely. Alright, we're gonna mini carrot her. Hold up. Invoke. A critical hit on. Did we defense null? One attack, I don't think it matters. Okay, sweet. She is going to mini carrot herself. He is going to probably insta-kill this motherfucker. He is going to I could shoot the man. He is going to probably just guard. Honestly. At least I'm not one-turning bosses. No, it takes a little bit of setup. Use a name tag on him, rename him Siegfried. Oh. I don't think that's how that works. Negative rainbow. Oh, that actually kind of did hurt a little bit. Alright. Not one-turning a boss, but really when I fire on them, that's a single, yeah. That power, the power of battle and destruction, that power you have used on me speaks and makes us the same entity. Does it? Does it? Does it make us the same entity? We stole the teardrop, motherfucker! His name is Siegfried! Yes! His name is Siegfried! Absolutely! I've been saying Siegfried! We're not like you at all. There's a big difference between our fight and yours. We fight risking our lives to protect what's important to everyone. Your fight brings forth extinction and destruction. That's it. We're not the same as you. You're a hideous demon. Just a spirit from folklore. I mean... yeah. Humans can't bring forth a future for the planet. The only ones who can are the ones you renounce. Humans. It takes great power to bring forth or shun a future. And it is only natural for humans to seek power. As long as humans have a dark and fragile heart, I will not perish. This is far from over. Oh shit! We didn't just win, did we? I mean, that's not this is not the end of the game. They really out here just stealing Soul Calibur characters? Hold up. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Maybe? 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 It's, maybe. It looks from the original. I'm trying to look at pictures of them from the original Soul Calibur. Ah, yeah, he shows up in Soul Edge first. That's a good point. Doesn't look anything like that in Soul Edge. But in Soul Calibur. In Soul Calibur. Wait, did he go? He didn't go full demon. He didn't go demon mode until 3, right? Until he was corrupted by the Soul Edge. Yeah. So when did that happen? That's the question. When did he get corrupted? Is the question. No, he's like that. The corrupted Siegfried exists in Soul Calibur, in Soul Edge, and yeah, it looks very, very, very similar. Even it's funny. Even the armor like looks similar, and the armor even in the concept art for Siegfried and Soul Calibur has this bluish tint. They really do be out here just like it do be looking real close. Oh shit. Are you guys still there? All of a sudden the power level of all systems went way down. Did you guys do something? We defeated the demon Siegfried. Yeah, that was in 96. Well, Soul Edge is 96. I think Soul Calibur is like 98. Maybe that's the reason. Anyway, retreat to your entry point. Once we're ready to make our escape, I'm blowing the Deus Ex Machina to smithereens. You always have to be so rash? We were able to neutralize the nanomachine, so there's nothing to worry about, right? Plus, we don't want something so massive crashing into a nearby town. Don't worry, I have everything under control. Fine, we're leaving it in your hands, Maya. I feel like... Obviously, I feel like... This ain't over! You know? But it doesn't... see, this is the problem. It doesn't put on... Eagle Eye. Maybe if I do defensive. Yeah, it does there. There's a joke to be made about destroying Deus Ex Machina being a form of Deus Ex Machina. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I wanna do a set, because this is one of those games where it's pretty rare for things to be missable, but this definitely feels like one of those places where it could potentially be missable. So, alright. Don't think we've missed anything. Checking on my walls. Checking on my walls. He's so sleepy. He's so sleepy. Mama, you're disturbing the sleepy Bicky. Heyo. Wait, are y'all not peacing out with us? Hey, you changed! Can't see the keyboard when you stand in my way like that. Alright, fine. I'm gonna be upsetty spaghetti when y'all die, though. Things have been going too well for us lately. Somebody's gotta die. And Maya's team is basically like the perfect scapegoats. Unfortunately for them. Oh. I had a Bicky, but you disturbed him. Well, that disturbed him. They only got an hour. Whoa. Yeah, that's gonna be... Dodie has to go to the vet tomorrow to get his teeth cleaned and have a fluoride treatment. So we have to pick up all the cat food and water tonight. And that's not something they're going to be used to. They are going to be very upset. Yeah, just confirmed that they made it to the escape point. Once we're done setting the self-destruct system, we'll have to make our escape too. Huh, sis? Sis? Yes, yes, we better start preparing. Everyone get ready. What about you? Listen, in order for everyone to escape, someone has to stay behind and operate the machines, right? There's only one escape pod, so one person has to stay behind. As the leader of this group, it's my duty to bring up the rear. But, sis! There's this one gem that I really want right now. It's a beautiful blue sparkle, which doesn't even compare to the teardrop. That's going to be our next target. I promise I'll meet up with you, so hurry on without me. Okay, but you better... I can't believe he's accepting that. You better keep your promise. Alright. We're still gonna go have a lot of great times together, right? Of course, our next target is out of this world. The gem's name is Filgaia, an aqua planet that sparkles a lustrous blue. We're gonna take the whole damn planet! Jesus. I want to say they won't kill Maya off like this, but they killed Melody off so easily, and I think Malik might also actually be dead because of the Malik clone, and we haven't seen him, but I feel like, I don't know, I don't remember him actually dying on screen, but maybe he did. Milady, I have much admiration for your caliber. I've devoted this sword to the late Lord Schrodinger. But now I wish to devote it to you, Maya Schrodinger, as my mistress. Please accept. Todd Dukakis. His last name is Dukakis. He promised to subdue all obstacles that stand in our way with the sword. Though I may be incompetent, I shall give it all my all for Milady. And Todd, please escort everyone to the escape point. Oh well, Not in my nature to be looked after by everyone. Everyone risked their lives to come save me. Now it's my turn. Ain't no fucking way she just dies. Is there? Made it. I was getting nervous there for a second. Hey, where's Maya? Please wait a little bit longer. My sister will be here. I know she will. Yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah? Oh, of course he's not fucking dead. Ah, of course he's not fucking dead. How can I succumb to an inferior species such as them? However, they have yet to realize the true terror behind my half-flesh, half-machine structure. The power I have lost can always be regained and absorbed. By the power of these Fafnir dragons, I shall become a dragoon. Hey, a dragoon! We like dragoons! I will be invincible. And Maya's here, because she fucking knew. What the fuck is that, Maya? What? What the fuck is that, Maya? Oh, I see. Not only can dragons fight as their own entity, but they can also be combined as armaments. Your bodily structure sure is handy, isn't it? I'm not gonna let you have it your way. Why do you waste your life by returning to the field of death? Because she's like, motherfucker, you only beat me last time because you had the teardrop. You ain't got the teardrop no more. A Fafnir horn. Clever. In my weakened state, you might actually be able to defeat me. But how do you plan to control it? You may be able to handle typical arms, but it will take a spirit on par with my half-flesh, half-machine structure. I mean, you've already complimented her on her spirit and how her spirit has, like, more base power than yours. Now I see. You yourself are a spirit generator that cannot be rivaled by any demons. Even an idiot would have figured that out. I'll make you regret you even met me. Okay, not looking so hot for you, Maya. Okay, looking better. Really looking better. Alright. Well, now she's gonna die. Oh no, I may be too late. You think? Maybe you could have mentioned this to anybody, but this was the only way for everyone to escape safely? How? How was it the only way? How is it the only way? When you all set up the self-destruct sequence, if you came up with the idea, oh, he's not finished, he's gonna go to this place where I can find him and stop him, why'd you set up the self-destruct sequence? Why didn't you just go there with everyone, kick his ass a second time, and then go set up the self-destruct sequence? What the fuck? Crossed my mind until now, but am I going to die? It seems so surreal. Bitch, read that book and fly the fuck out of here with something. Wish I finished reading it. My sister will come. Oh shit, she made it out! She's still... oh. Honestly, this just makes me want to play a game as Maya! Jesus! How cool would it be to get... okay, I just want to play 10-2 again, basically. How cool would it be to get different outfits in an RPG like this? And just be like, oh, in this fight, I'm a monk. In this fight, I'm a wizard. In this fight, I'm a gunslinger. It'd be pretty cool. Neither will I. As the protagonist, Martha Jane Connery. What? What? I will make it out of here through hell or high water. Okay. Alright. she make it out? She makes it out! No one had to leave early. We did not have to leave early. They did not have to leave early. There was plenty of time. Oh, God. Wait, why are we gun blasting? Why are we gun blasting while we're inside it? What? It's her! It's her! The purple-haired girl! It's her! Uh-oh. He turned into a dragon. The strong will dominate the weak. Overruling this premise signifies a denial of the future. Seeking battle and victory, I wish to continue the existence of the human race. Enough with your selfish gibberish. Everyone's crying out for justice under your evil ambition. I do love the piloting, like, we're in a mech, kind of like sprite work, the arms out with the controls. Justice! You tickled me with your dull sword! Ooh. A sword is only as sharp as its wielder. Okay. Honestly think you can pierce my desires with that? We've already kicked your ass twice? I've been on the side of justice all along. I don't want to look back anymore. Justice will guide me forward. Okay. I guess... let's do the stuff. Put up our defenses. Alright, we're just gonna fucking blow him the fuck up, I guess. Is that all it took? Is he done already? Now's our chance! Everyone has their own little pilot. I love it. Combine our forces with Lombardia's. Focus on one point. We're gonna combine. May all our mistakes and sins burn in the flames of atonement and light the way to our future. That's a little morbid. May our swords vanquish the darkness. This is real, like, feeling like the end, but the purple-haired girl... Oh, we're doing it again? Purple-haired girl is definitely still a problem. I mean, I'm not getting good vibes from her. You consider that a sword of justice? Your sword is dull, much too dull. One day, the blade will turn against you. Alright, well, we won. For all his shit-talking, we won again. It's over. We won, right? Even though the sword of justice may be dull, it can and will pierce if we believe firmly, right? Well, we've done our part. Better get going. What? Like now? Going after our next prize. See ya. The next target is going to be quite a venture, and it may take some time. Yeah, she said you're after the world. At least I'll be entertained for a while. Goodbye! So, after being coaxed in by Granny, we came this far and ended up saving the world. So back to Baskar to cash in big time. Never did I imagine our encounter on the train would lead to this. Even though the four of us met by coincidence and had our own reasons and motives, we were able to accomplish a goal together. I don't think fate had anything to do with it. We did it by our own free will. I mean, you say that, but Jet is like literally the boy of fate. Honestly. Like, yeah, skills kind of fatey. Alright then, let's all report back to Hallie. Hallie! Every time I see her name, I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, come on. Going back as a team, right? Team. Is that who we are? Naturally. Yeah, I guess. Team always sticks together. Right, Daddy? Oh. Oh, shit. The game prompting us to save is concerning. End of chapter 3. He's schmovin'! Do love the music in this game. Come on, people, let's go dance! Wait, who's playing now? Oh no. Are those the nano machines? The nano machines! Peaceful. I can't believe we were fighting so frantically moments ago. It doesn't seem real. I can't believe a cub drifter like me got involved in a battle over Filgaia and won with the help of many comrades. I fought to save the world. Maybe it's natural that it doesn't feel real. I mean, this was like a fantasy straight out of a picture book. What kind of things do seem real? Nothing comes to mind. Guess these things aren't supposed to. Hey, having fun? Star of the party shouldn't be sitting out here by herself. Like 20 feet away. Yeah, my face was getting all hot. I just needed to cool off. Is there a fire there? Oh, okay. By the way, have you seen Shane? Been gone for a while. Shane? I haven't seen him. To think of it, I haven't seen Jet either. Yeah, you're right. I'll help you look. Uh-oh. Hey, have you been drinking? You're not my dad! I mean, Jet's right the fuck there. We're all getting picked off one by one. There you are. Comfortable with festive occasions myself. Sure are amazing. About the same age, and you fought to protect Filgaia. All I did was tag along with some pretty skilled guys, and that was the outcome. Battle to save the human race? Psh, I'm not qualified for that. I didn't have a single memory of this planet I wanted to protect. Even so, you fought and emerged victorious. Raised to act as a pillar to protect this. But all I do is relay divine revelations from my dreams, that's all. Okay, hold up. Alright, remembering the pillar shenanigans of Tim from the first game, and we heard about Shane being a pillar at the very beginning of the game. But then nothing really ever came of it. I wonder if something is going to come of it. My duty to protect the planet, yet I can't do anything about it. I guess the only thing we have in common is that neither of us have any memories of this planet. No memories? Been raised as a pillar. Therefore, my life centers around this colony here. The only other outside world I know is the outskirts of the colony and maybe a few shrines. Rest, I just use my imagination based on the stories of Filgaia my brother tells me. Okay, but you had a childhood, right? Like, that's really Jet's. It's not like Jet never has any memories, because if he never had any memories, he would literally wake up every single day, look at the people around him, and be like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck am I? He has memories. He just has no memories of a childhood. You have similarities, but it is not the same thing. He has no childhood, you've never seen the outside world. Two different things. Don't know anything about this Filgaia I'm supposed to protect. So, in that sense, I have no memories of this planet. Okay. I think that one day I, too, will be able to risk my life and fight for the planet as you and my brother did. Hopefully you won't have to. Can't avoid battles when the enemy comes right at you. And as long as you're not scared, your body will react naturally. That is, if you have no reason to back off. What it means to fight. As long as you have the will to move forward, anyone can fight. Actually, maybe you fight to move forward. Hey Shane, Jet, I got a cold one for you. Here comes the loudmouth. Leave now if I were you. Yikes, she's just bringing you a drink. Also, they have cold ones here? Oh shit. Oh, bit. Dream child. Oh no. Oh no. What you looking at there, Shane? Buddy? Can't use a coin. And I can't use a coin. Can't enter any of the houses. No one else is here. Guess I'll just talk to Shane, who's staring off into the distance. Oh, there you are. Your brother was looking for you. Are you alone? Anyone else with you? It's funny. Could Jet be? Virginia? What's wrong? Do you feel sick? Then you should... Virginia. Yes? She's definitely drunk. I'm alright now. I'll do whatever I must to fulfill my destiny. I will protect this planet. Oh no. Oh, no. Don't let him just walk off, drunk girl. Did he have too much to drink? Okay. He's gone, isn't he? He's fucking gone. What's up? We can't find Shane. What? You think he was kidnapped? Not likely. How can you be so sure? You know something we don't? The secret key passed down from priesthood is missing. Secret key? How come I've never heard of that? Because you're not a pillar. The secret key is an artifact a pillar uses when the time comes for him to perform his duty. The sacred key summons a powerful monster called a Hydra to act as the pillar's guard. The Hydra's role is to see to it that the pillar carries out his duty successfully, though it is quite formidable. This monster is also able to regenerate. I hear the only way to negate this ability is through the use of fire. We'll remember that. Where's this key used? You should at least know that. The sanctuary to the north, known as the Sacrificial Altar. You've got to be kidding me. That's the place where the pillar sacrifices his life for the planet. What are you going to do, Granny? Nothing. This was Shane's decision. There isn't anything I can do about it. I'm gonna drag Shane back whether he likes it or not. That's what I decided, so you can't do anything about it. I mean, I don't think she could stop us anyways. I don't think the strong needs not valor, only a relentless will that goes against fate. Perhaps it is not the pillar that supports Filgaia, but fellows such as them. Okay. Clearly, like, because we won. There was no reason or impetus for Shane to go martyr himself. So clearly, purple-haired girl has some bewitchment. All right, well, we made it to chapter 4, which I assume is going to be the last chapter. But now we're in weirding territory. I'm really curious. I hope not. I hope not. I've really enjoyed this game so far. It's been quite fun. There are things about the system that I would prefer to be different, right? There are things that I find somewhat annoying that I think could be cleaned up, like the horse jumping over gaps. And there's some weirdness with dialogue, which is always kind of an issue with older games on this. But on the whole, the game's been pretty fun, right? The characters are interesting. The adventure, the journey has been interesting. The gameplay's relatively fun. There's a lot of different things to do, a lot of things to kind of like get involved with, even if I'm not 100% happy with the systems. But I am worried. We are now at the point where I feel like a lot of games from the older era, kind of like, I say a lot of games from the older era, I feel like a lot of games, period, do this. Maybe I'm giving the old games too much of a hard time. Probably just I've played more of them, so I know more of their faults. This is that point in a game where I'm kind of like, it feels like the game should have been over, but obviously the game is not over. But like, think about all the things that we've done. Everything that we've done with the Prophets, everything with Siegfried, everything with Janus, right? Like, that all resolved. Maybe the only thing that isn't resolved is Hyades, right? Because that's always just been this background of, oh, well, this is where the demon information is stored. The Prophets got their hands on it. So I can see the game continuing if the intent is to end up getting rid of Hyades, right? So that what has happened now and what has happened with the Council of Seven, right? So that can't happen again in the future. But I am worried that the game is on this kind of like slippery slope of, it's been pretty good so far. I'd probably give it like a B plus if I were to rate it right now. And I feel like it could very easily just shit the bed in the final hour. If it kind of like goes off kilter here, we'll see. Anyways, that's going to be it for this session of Wild Arms 3. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Enjoying things. I don't think I have any great big plans between now and the next session. Maybe I'll do a little bit of flying around and maybe clearing up some of this map if we're going to try to get the full map completion X-File key. We'll see. But other than that, I don't have any big plans for grinding this or farming that. I'm afraid it's going to tails me. And I do feel bad that we've kind of come to the conclusion of let's use tails as that kind of verb. But I'm afraid it might tails me. Because, I mean, like, I adore Wild Arms 2. Wild Arms 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. But it tails me, right? Like, the last couple hours of that game, and I say it tails me, but really the translation is just so abhorrent in the last several hours of the game that it basically tails me by shitting the bed by just having a terrible translation and being an almost incomprehensible mess. But hopefully this game doesn't do that. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Thanks. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.